Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. It is very important for traders know the high risk in the market, and some traders emotionally cannot handle winning and losing. So try to be on a sim as much as you need it, as long as you need it before you start using real money. Trading is a very serious business, and there is no shortcut in the trading. Um, for the ones that just started with us new, what we are doing, we're not collecting any information, email, names, and we are providing free education live. And we are sharing our knowledge, our signals to the public at no return. However, if you wanted to follow anything you see, you're very welcome to it, especially for those traders are struggling. And as long as at your own risk, we're not responsible for your trade. So we strongly advise you to follow us on a sim, and we're not responsible for your trade. Before we start, if you want to follow the signals, this is the first column on the left upper corner here. This one here gives you, says on it a new signal, and it tells you where is the entry. As an example, we had an entry today on the NASDAQ at 532.50. We give you the target is 7493.75, and it made 238 ticks based from the last signal, not all day long. Is from the last entry signal. And right now we have hit on the NASDAQ 255 ticks. ES, we have an entry signal, and right now you can see you should know there is some winning and losing in the market. We do not hide anything. You're going to see good winning trades and losing trades as well. Welcome to trading. If you cannot handle the winning and the losing, you should not be trading. Right now is the re-entry, folks. Remember, the re-entry is the most important in the whole market, because when the market go back and there is a re-entry points, and a lot of traders don't know that. They think it's short, where it's just a pullback re-entry. I've been using a re-entry for the last 25, 30 years. So you cannot avoid this strategy, identify trend, pullback, re-entry. This has been with me for over 25 years, and it's going to stay with me to the last day. This is the kind of trade where it will never run out of style. Everything can run out, but when you use the strategy, identify trend, pullback, re-entry, it's been around for over 30 years and it never runs out. The re-entry point on the ES, which it did, is 88, 28, 89, 25, but the signal entry, it is 28, 93, 75. I'm sorry, the signal entry is 28, 89, 25, and then the target is 28, 93, 75. And you can see on the chart here, this is your target. So the system uh, comes with a three different automated trading, ATM strategy, and a fully automated. You don't have to do anything. For me, I like the ATM strategy because I want it. For the guys are not too late. You can get in on that trade. Follow me on the sim on 89.25 if you want to. And I like to use the ATM strategy because the auto trade is gonna, once the target hit, it's gonna close. What I like to do, extend my target, because doing this process here on the chart, not on the market analyzer, on the chart, you will have a new targets and a new re-entry points, and is to the minute. So and now there is a new buyers and this is a new entry. You're very welcome to follow that trade on the sim. Um, this is the market analyzer. is based on 1 minute, and we do use 1 minute every single day. And like the others, they sit on the side in the corner all day long, and then they come at night when the party is over, trying to show some chart made it, and they hide the chart did not make. We are here, we will show you the good trades and the bad trades live. And we try to explain, especially for the guys with the auto trading, why sometimes this market is struggling with your auto trade or not, or when the market is going sideways and there is nothing to trade. So, especially the education is not for me. Especially for those guys that want to auto trade, they have to, in a plain English, you need to kick the tires around before you get in your car and start your engine. Very simple. The market analyzer right now, based on the last entry signal, now we are 350 ticks in the profit, total of 2,100 and blah, blah, blah. For the guys with a smaller amount of money, you do not have to use all those instruments. But if you are using the one contract ES, one contract NASDAQ, and one contract YM, you're not doing a great damage to your account. But in the same time, don't think it's greener on the other side with the CL and the DAX. If you don't have the knowledge or you don't have the experience, those here are, we put thousands of lines coding in there, and you will never be able to outtrade those. So right now, if you are on one contract NASDAQ, one contract YM, and one contract ES, you already made your bread for today, and then you should be closing your computer and run as fast as you can so the devil will not play with your head. Agreed, it is number one enemy to the trading. The same story on the Forex. You can follow it. The Forex is also on a 1 minute, and we are using 10K. If you look on the top, we are using 10K for a mini account. You can trade that without any getting your emotionally involved, and it is cheap to use those 10K on the Forex. In the same time, you can use that in the stock market to buy stocks. You can feed your auto trade to buy, let's say, 100 or 1,000 stock when there is a signal entry. Also, you can use that system to scan your stock, and it can give you a new signal, or you can let the system scan it and automate it trading. If we look now on the NASDAQ, is already the target hit. And when the target hit, the target hit. So as an example, let me see if I have. I want to say thank you very much. Yesterday, I was really struggling. My NT8 was jamming all the time, and I received a lot of support, with a lot of stuff and everything. And what I did yesterday, I was before, if you notice here at the bottom here, I have every chart on the tab here. And I am suspicious when you are overloading your charts and you have all the instruments here on the tab, is causing your NT8 to use more energy, which I have the latest processor i9, not even i7, with a 32 gigabyte RAM and in one of the fastest hard disk ever you can get. So my computer is the latest of the latest and at the top of the top, uh, whatever is in the market right now. Nevertheless, yesterday I was struggling with the NT8, and today what I have done, I did not put all the charts here on the bottom. I did not add all the charts, and I can see right now it is much, much better. And now if I see any charts I need to cover it, I just gonna go ahead and bring the chart here, and then we can look at it. at this chart is much better than to just keep adding on this tab, because it's I my experience, what I have find out, is putting a lot of energy on the is sucking a lot of energy on it. But maybe I could be wrong, guys. I'm not a programmer, but that's what my experience, and I'm sharing my experience. Even on NT7 or NT8, sometimes if you bump into problems, don't try to fix it. It's gonna take a longer time. Like what I did yesterday when we are done with the YouTube, immediately delete, save your template from the document, the file document where your NT8. Take your template. Do not save your workspace, because there is always a problem with the workspace. And I think yesterday I had a problem with the workspace. So try not to move your workspace to new installation, but to just save your chart template and make a fresh installation. And that's what we've done many years on NT7. And when you feel NT7 or NT8 is getting heavy, could be the database, could be your chart, your workspace, or whatever. The best way is to do it: delete the file in the document, NT8 or NT7, put a new installation, import your file, and then you start all over again. And now you start fresh and easy. It's much faster. And then sometimes NT8 get corrupt by somehow, I don't know, but then you will have uh, a way to solve the problem. On this market analyzer here, we have the scalper. And on the scalper, we have the 1 minute. We use the scalper every day on 1 minute and 150 ticks. And you can use the scalper on a minute and 150 ticks. And let me try to find 150 ticks. This is your 150 ticks, and this is your 1 minute. One of them is market order, and the other one is uh, limited order. And then at the bottom here, you have the swing trading, and those are the trade based on the swing trading. As an example, this is your Nasdaq. You see here in Nasdaq, two Nasdaq. Let me show you. Here is the swing trading on the Nasdaq, and this one here is based on the 3 minutes. And now we are taking a very good trade on the Nasdaq, and this is a 2600, and you can see all of them doing very fine. And for our traders, this is the 3 minutes we have covered on Monday 7, and this is your 3 minutes on what we have covered on Monday for the private webinars. Uh, Before we start, I usually show you the DAX on the 1 minute. We have the DAX on a different time frame, but my DAX is based on 1 minute. Okay, here's a new signal on the DAX, if you see, and this is how you get the new signal on the ES Nasdaq Dow Jones. You have a new signal on the DAX, and I've been sitting and talking. I forgot to look at the charts to see what's going on in the charts. I didn't pay attention, but we have a new sell entry on the ES. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Okay. Um, as you see, the CL today on the 150 ticks scalper didn't do it. One day it's going to do it, one day it's not. The most important is to have a consistency. And then we have the 1 minute. I want to cover the DEX. We use a different a different uh, uh, time frame, but my time frame is 1 minute. I like it. There is some other time frame that can do better than the 1 minute, but I don't chase the money as much as I chase the consistency. And I like the 1 minute on the DAX. And this is my daily chart, the one I show every day before we start. On Monday, made a little over 2,000. Yesterday, before my crash and the internet and all this, made 2,000. And today, on one trade, made 1,595. Again, folks, you should not be trading the DAX on an automated trading or an ES or a NASDAQ every single day. What you have to think about why I like the DAX, not because I'm in love with this DAX. Actually, it is a very fast moving market. And like the ES, is a very slow process, and you need to be covering your corners before you start auto trading the ES. On the DAX, the reason I like the DAX because uh, first of all, it moves all the time. And let's say if I started the DAX on Monday or on Tuesday and nailed 1,500 or 2,000, then I don't have to trade the rest of the week. And then if you think about it, the DAX always get around a couple thousand. Sometimes it's not, which I have showed in the previous videos where sometimes it didn't make those trades. But then the auto trader closed on minus 1,000. It's not going to be everyday honey, but it is a very consistent where if you think about it in a bigger picture, if let's say staying going and dealing with the DAX on a daily basis, on the ES on a daily basis, with the DAX, if you have one day hit the target, that can save you problem to sit on a poker table all day long and every day. Because sitting on a poker table every day does not mean you will be making money. And by Monday or Tuesday, if you get it, then you need to stop, and then you need to go on a sim to understand how the market going, or you can study more to see if you can add one more day during the week on the DAX. Use your energy to find another day to stand having 2,000 in 1 week. You can have it for 4,000. So we can run 2 days once you know the rhythm of it. It is very important to know the rhythm in every market because every market has their own personality. The ES have a different personality than the Nasdaq, and then the Nasdaq is a different than the DAX. So once you get to know this personality, then you will be able to say, okay, I'm getting the best is the safest way to do it. Taking a swing trading on Tuesday, and maybe another swing trading on Thursday. If you want to add one more day, but if you started on, let's say, Monday, and you are down 1,000 because there is a limited 1,000 to the downside and limited to the upper side 1,000. But if this market go into your direction, it's not going to close at 1,000. It's going to stay. And sometimes what I like about the DAX, even if your target 500, 300 today, or your target is 1,000, you're still going to come out with the same amount of money. The reason is the if this market go into your favor, it's going to stay in that trade. If this market not go into your favor, then we are going to stop. So this is what is nice about it, and this is where we have a new signal on the YM. And what I like about the DAX, uh, you can get it over with in the morning, and then you will have a rest of the day free. This is I mean, it cannot get better than that. For the guy do not have the money to trade the DAX, I can totally respect that. But then we can take one ES, or you can start with one NASDAQ. If you have a very low amount of money, you can start with one. Nasdaq on the price action, not on the auto trade. Because let me tell you one thing, guys. What I'm saying today on the Nasdaq, the market is running today on that Nasdaq on that trade. We made 2,600 on one trade. One thing is in this market, you don't chase wild goose. You don't. I prefer to have one bird in my hand than chasing 10 birds on a tree. So what I'm saying is, if this market moving, the swing trading is gonna make it tons of money. If we look at the controller here on the Nasdaq, we have one trade 2,800, one trade 2,400, another CL 1,000, another DAX, YM, and blah blah blah. The things is, if this market moving, your swing trading is not gonna miss that trade. And when the market is not trending, you're gonna bump into a lot of problems, like this Nasdaq here. Now this is a very nice because it trended, but when the market was flat, it was not making money. A lot of unprofessional traders, they think uh, the auto trade's problem is to even get you out of when the market is sideways or chop or call it whatever you want to call it. But the reality is, if this market not moving, the auto trade is not going to make you ticks. And some of the auto trades, they're going to blow your account, especially those out of date auto trades based on ATRs and MACDs and momentums and all this, because all those indicators, what they do, they're following the market, they're not predicting anything. If you don't know how to read the market, you need to do your homework to see where is the high time. I can trade that swing trading as an example from 9:30. When the market is open, this is the high time. Then I can turn on the auto trade. And if this market moving, it's gonna be your lucky day. And if this market not moving, it will be welcome to trading. You're gonna be like any other millions of traders are not making money in this system, not in this system alone. And when there is no trade or there is no movement in the Nasdaq, not just our system, every trader worldwide is not going to be able to make money when the market is chopped. You know, actually, this is where most of the people worldwide they're going to be start losing money. On the scalper, the scalpers are different. You can start your scalper 2-3 hours before the market's open in your local time. And actually, it is very healthy to use the scalpers before the market's open. The A scalper is very good based on a pullback re-entry, and the B scalper is based on a reversals and a chop market. And in a plain English, it is very good to use the B scalper overnight, Globex, and the A scalper when the market's open or 2-3 hours before the market's open. We need to look at this future trading in a different concept than sticking our head to just an indicator and following the indicator. If you wanted to trade the future, we always need to predict what's going on in this market in order for us to understand what's going on. So for those guys, they are on a very low budget. You can use you have three different kind of automated trade. You can automated trade, or you can follow the signals when the signal fire, and you can use a normal chart trader. And this way you can skip some of the signals if you want, or you can follow all the signals, or you can auto trade, whatever you want to do. But at least I know that horse is running constantly and is doing very fine practically every day. I cannot say every single day. You're going to have some lousy days like anybody else. But it is, if you look at those videos, I'm bragging a lot about the Enco, not because I'm trying to find a direction for an experienced trader with a low budget and not to get himself in trouble, you know. So even if this system you have it in your hands, you should not be go live with it at least 3 weeks until you get to know or understand the habits and the timing, and then you go live with it. It's not just something I need to install for you, and tomorrow you're gonna go on a full throttle with your live trading and you don't know anything about that system. We've been showing that system every day live, and without a doubt, it's a very consistent system. We've been running nonstop every single day for the last 3 months. Actually, the saddest part in it, we have some followers on the YouTube. They don't even have the system, and they are making money. And some of them, they emailed me their trades, and some of them, they followed me when I'm calling a trade or a new signal come out. What freaked me out, you sometimes you have one guy, he have the system, he have the signal, he have the entry, he have the auto trade, and he goes around in the circle, he cannot make money. You know, when everything is applauded in him, he don't have the I mean, it is amazing between one person. Does not mean this person is smart or the other one is smarter. No. The problem is you either understand the concept in the trading or you should not be trading, folks. I mean, when you give a guy that market analyzer telling you what is the new entry, and until now has not even bothered himself to take one trade, whether manual or auto trade, there is something wrong in that picture. You know, especially when we've been going live every single day and we are saying, here is a new signal, here is a new entry. And then when a guy don't have the system and is following us and he's very tickled about it, and sending us say, Sam, please don't stop. We are following you every day. And I took that trade, the one and this trade. I've been getting a lot of emails on those, and it is really amazing. So trading, if you don't respect trading, trading is not going to respect you. Very simple, folks. Right now, because of the FOMC, the market is a little bit struggling, and now we have the YM is going straight to that direction. So we'll see what will happen on that trade. We have the sell entry on the ES, and the entry was 88550, a target 2880, 12 ticks. Even if you have a wrong signal, even if you have a wrong signal and the signal didn't make it, it's going to generate immediately new signal and you're going to be recovered. As an example, is this the way I am right now going to turn around and it's not going to make money? Okay. Which is going to happen today and tomorrow and next week, and it's going to happen. But on the new signal, we follow it, then it's going to make it. So the recovery on a bad signal is in the same day recovery. It's not in 35 days like when you are some of the auto trades. You'll see if you go to the details on those auto trades, some of them, they say recovery days are 35 days. Recovery days, 35 days. Oh boy, that means you have to make 35 days without any losing trade. You know what? I don't remember ever I went even 2 weeks without losing day, you know. So I don't know how anybody can pull 35 days. And I've been behind the trading for 30 years now. This year, by the end of this year, it will be 30 years. So I don't remember one time in my life I went 2 weeks without losing, you know. So this is not true, you know. There is no way anyone can sit down for 2 weeks or 30 days without any losing trades. There is something wrong in that picture. Okay, as you see now, the auto trade is taking that trade on the YM, and we have the target here. If you are on a fully automated trade, you get entry and exit and get it over with. If you are greedy, that's very fine. I tell you how to use to be greedy. Greedy not over run your system 24 hours. If you want to be greedy and the target is here, maybe we can take this needle a little bit down, which we have showed on the previous days, where the market has exceeded those target, and we made $400-500 different than what the system has told us to do. As an example, right now on the CL, when the target hit on the CL, the target was 70.45. Got you to 70.51 if you want to, or can it go much further sometimes than the target? Most of the time, the market it will stop at the target. But if this market is trending for today, yes, we are gonna nail at least $200-300 more on that trade if we can be working in conjunction with the auto trade. In 2018, it's no longer you can eyeball the market and trade and make a living out of it. Boy, I cannot. When I get up in the morning after 2 hours, now I can see the bars start dancing. So when we get up in the morning and want to trade, you are fresh. You do not make mistakes on the first hour or 2 hours, but then you start diving into the mud and you start making a wrong decision because you're tired. So the things is, sometimes we have different problems on our mind, personal problems, children, things, we're not every day clear. But and this is very have a huge impact on your trading when somebody have people around him very negative, that can have a lot of impact on your performance and decisions. So I will let the auto trade take the trade for me without using motion, and then I can manage it on a very bad day without thinking about uh, anything anymore. For the DAX, I was showing you it is made 1500. Now we have also the CL based on 1 minute. It just closed in. Let me show you that DAX, the CL. Took 1, 2, 3 trades today and it's done. This is, look, on this one here, folks, if I didn't have the daily target, if I stayed on that one, I would have give up all my profit in this area here, because this is a nightmare for any kind of auto trade. This is where a nightmare for even a manual trade. This is where all the traders start losing money. Look at this drop on the CL because the inventory today. One things you don't know maybe on the charts Ninja Trader, when you have the inventory like today on the CL, I mean, you see everything nice and clean on the bars, but sometimes we have very fast numbers. You don't see those very fast numbers. You know, now you have a long wake here, that's fine, but most of the time when there is milliseconds different numbers, you don't see them. You don't see numbers here and here and here. But sometimes there is in the market some fast numbers you don't see on your chart, and uh, you are using a basic data uh, feed, so you don't see those on the charts. Let me see if we have a new signal. There is not there is no new signals right now. We have the ES now, the ES and the YM, which they are done. So we are looking for a new signal. Let's look at the ES for now. We had the short signal and 15 ticks, and we are heading right straight to the target at 28.80. During this time here, What we have done, we put those two yellow lines. For the ones don't know, those two yellow lines, you have two of them, one here and one here. Once those markets enter these two yellow lines, there is no way you're going to be taking a short, whether you are auto trading or manual trading. The reason is this is a very estimation where the market most likely is going to turn around. This is a dead end for any kind of trend. Now, sometimes the market movers, they're going to go ahead and push it or pull it or taking it down few more ticks. But technically, we don't have this pleasure to do that. Technically, we have to be aware of that. And we say, here, this area is not our area anymore, and you need to sit on the side. And once we hit the target, I'm going to show you, which we have covered that a lot on the how to reverse the market, and I will show you by going this ES. Even if you're saying you are an auto trader, this is not your headache. That's fine. I can respect that. But at least if you I'm trying to show you that if you are aware what's going on, that is going to make a lot of difference. When this market entering those two yellow lines here, this means a no more short trade. And now we are hitting the target. This is a double confirmed. This party is over. However, they might take it a little bit further down, but this is noises. When you get into this area, especially our traders, which we have taught how to trade reversal on here on the YouTube and in the private. If we notice here, this is where we use the Renko bar for reversal. We do not use Renko bar. We do not use a Renko bar for a trader with the trend. Then it's going to be disaster. But right now we are coming out of the band. There is a target 2 right there, 79.25. Where I need to reverse this market, 78.50. 78.50. This is where you can trade the market at 78.50. I mean 2878. Watch it, guys. Watch it. Watch it. Here is your line. You put an entry at 78.50. You see what is this market? At target 2. I don't want to call the trade at target 2. I want to get it at 78.50. Because right now it's coming to the target 1 and then going back to confirm it, the target 1 and target 2. I could have called it from target 2, but I don't want to call it from target 2. This is a target 2 where profit taken. That's very fine. I want to suck this market all the way to the 78.50 on this one here. Out of the band, support line, go for it. Let's see the YM. This is where it hit the target. We're waiting for a new signal, and we'll take it from there. Today we are getting hammered on the scalpers. We have we're really getting hammered on the 1 minute. The ES on 150 ticks doing very well. Nasdaq on 150 ticks is doing very well, and the rest are eating bananas. There is a lot of problems right now, but what is nice about the scalper is gonna be recovering very soon. They recover also immediately on those, but it is very important to see good trades and bad trades. Uh, Once in a while, we're gonna have um, market analyzers on the scalper, bright like a Christmas tree. Or what I can say, welcome to trading. I wish I can do it all in green every day. I cannot. Not unless if you come at the end of the day. Yes, you can do that. Nasdaq closed positions. All Nasdaq closed position. We have a lot of trades still open. The 1 minute, on the Nasdaq, still on that trade, and the 3 minutes still on that trade, and then the Nasdaq on the 5 minutes still on that trade. So that tells us when the market is moving, your time frame, whether it's 1 minute, 3 minutes, or 5 minutes, become irrelevant. It become irrelevant. Why? Because the market is moving. So maybe today on the 1 minute you have only 1,300, and then 4,000 on the 5 minutes and 3 minutes. If you don't want to use 1 minute, you can use the 3 minutes. It's in between, and this way you can actually. Uh, it's not 1 minute too much, it's too small, and 5 minutes is too big. Then 3 minutes is very consistent chart, and it is a real chart. It's not one of those Franco kinky bars, whatever the hell those are. And you want to trade with the trend. You will never make money with Renko bars trading with the trend. Yes, reversals, those are the best ever came out to reverse the market. Before the Renko bar came out, look at this, guys. I didn't want to call it this trade for you from the target 2. I wanted to call it from the 78.50. So we missed this one here by 3 ticks. And yeah, that's life. We missed the 3 ticks on that trade. So that tells us on the ES, between the two yellow lines, we hit the target, nothing happened. It's finished. This way, folks, is every day. Every single day, the same story. You just need to learn how to read the market. It's not bad at all. It is not bad. So we are waiting on a new signal. And one thing for the ones who have just joined us, your re-entry, the auto trade will take, when the signal come out to the short, it's only going to be one trade on the short. And it's not going to be taking any more trades until we have long, and then you get the long. What is the advantage on this? The advantage different between that auto trade and that auto trade, or any auto trade you have under your sleeve, is gonna keep trading left and right until we catch the trend. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's gonna keep trading bad, wrong, right. It's gonna keep trading. Once this market, like as an example, the Nasdaq did this spike for today, after that spike, there is no more trade on the Nasdaq. It's finished. It's over. So now the market is gonna go neutral, or you wanna call it flat, you wanna call it consolidation, whatever you wanna do. This market, when the market start getting flat, that auto trade is not taking any trade until this market start going to the long. However, during this time here, we are not involved in this noises up and down anymore, because that can drive you crazy and dizzy, actually, chasing the bar in between, have no clue what the hell is going on. Very, very simple on that. The auto trade have a trailing stop 1 and a trailing stop 2. Most of the time, this market is going to be bouncing back from the trailing 1 or 2, the major right there. And this is your re-entry. So this is a lot of area where traders wait on those area to re-enter the market as a re-entry point. If you don't know how to read those points here, you have the re-entry points right there on every single market here at the market analyzer. A re-entry point is 288825 on the Nasdaq 750150, but I don't know if I want to deal with the Nasdaq right now. It's finished, it's done. But this is where everything is on the chart, and what you need is just a few weeks to develop your own, to get to know how to use the system. Right now on this market analyzer, we are 600 ticks in the profit based on the last entry, total of 3820 based on one contract only. We still have the target on the Nasdaq and the CL. What is the CL? I've been busy. I have not paid attention on the CL. And plus, don't forget, tomorrow is the new contracts. So now half of the volume is between this contract and the newer contract tomorrow. So you're gonna see the volume is split in practically in half. Okay, we're gonna wait on a new signal coming out. There is a sound on the signal, but I don't like sounds that can drive me crazy, so I have the sounds off. But you're very welcome to keep your eye on the new signal, and probably we should have a new signal very soon on one of those charts, ES, NASDAQ, or Dow Jones. I'm simplifying that. We're just chasing the CL, YM, ES. I'm not chasing everything in this market right now. Folks, I'm going to be taking 5 minutes of break, and keep your eye on this numbers here on the new signal, and you should have a new signal coming out. And it seems like the CL, we're about to have a new signal on the CL. Look, watch. On the CL right now, there is a re-entry point at 7049. Okay? Look, right there. Market. Put it 750 on a sim. Market for me. Let me try to. Why? The probability this market is going to project from the 7051 or 7050. And this is a re-entry point. However, if you are a CL trader, another things, look, those two yellow lines telling you there is no more long trade. You see, like what happened on the ESYM Nasdaq. If they want to take this market much higher, I can take that trade if you want to, and then you can nail some ticks out of it, whatever. If this market broke this area right there from 7051 to 70.40. This is the most critical area, whether you are manual or auto trading. The reason is you're diving into double support line, fib, floor and fibs, true average price 70.43, the true average price, not those indicators you get from somewhere else. This is, you will find the hard way the market respect those numbers. And I'm going to leave it to let you see how this market is going to come here and stop. So this area here, that zone, that block right there, when everybody right now is trying to go short on the CL, we are sitting, waiting to go long on that one here. When the rest, by now, their MACD, their ATR, their momentum, whether they are using a Renko bar, 3 minutes, 1 minute, by now, all their indicator pointing down, which is not down. It's just a pullback. And if this market gonna hold or not, I have no clue. We will see in this area here on the CL. This is not just a CL. This is an ES, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, DAX, any market, any given market, folks. Anything below the 70.43, it is a short trade, and the automated trade is going to take short. While this market come here and playing with our head and going back and forth, this is the more fatigue on the trader, and this is where they get lost, and this is where they'll start losing money, because most of them right now, their indicator pointing down, whether you are 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, everything now is red. As you see right now, we didn't go all the way down to the 70.50, but the market came in. We missed 2 ticks on that one, folks, 2 ticks. If you look at the wick, it's 70.53, and I said go into the market at 70.51. Look what happened to the market. There we go. Now this market is going to go somewhere around there and start fading out. Now we have this indication. This is the market is overdue. And then what you do, you go in here and you start finding your entry. Immediately I can pinpoint to the tick where this market is going to reverse or not. In this area, if you take that trade from that area, now you are away from the real price. But if somebody trying now to go in those area here, it's going to drive him crazy, because there is no clue. We are on a very critical area, and there is no clue where is this bar is going to close, up or down. This is where most of the traders start making mistakes and start losing money. You will never take a trade when the market is moving. Never. I never do that. If I'm going to be missing a trade, let me miss that trade, because you are putting a high risk in this area here. I don't want it to me following the market. I want the market to come to me. Don't ever trade the market when you are unprotected and you are wild open for somebody to come and nail your trade. This is the biggest mistake you can do when you are trading. You should be always getting into the market where you need to lean on something, whether it's a fib line or something. If I wanted to take that trade, I want to hide behind the wall. My stop loss has to be below those numbers, and I have 3 walls supporting my entry. And as like what we say right now, I called the trade at 70.51, but come in, I missed 2 ticks. Should I chase it? No, I missed it. Welcome to trading. It's finished. It's out. I will find another trade. So let me go ahead and put the reversal on the CL, trying to pinpoint where is probably there is an entry on that trade. You see, now we are in this critical area on this CL. And knowing those information, you're going to be taking a trade, or you are going to be automated a trade, those one here. And this is where now you start running out of luck with your trade, because you are trading in areas you should not be trading. And actually, you should be looking short in those trades. Here is your CL. I'm trying to pinpoint where is this reversal is going to be. This is not acceptable. I cannot read this one here and then nail that trade from here. I cannot. I will not accept that trade from here, because this one here doesn't say anything to me. If we look at the reversal here, in conjunction with a diversion out of the band, I can nail it. And here's a double support. I know exactly where I need to get out. Now what they are doing, they are playing with those traders, and they're going to drive you crazy. Where is the proper entry now to reverse this market? When those guys now are trying to push this market, here is your entry as a reversal is 7106. 7106. Why? Out of the band, double resistance, you are in a very critical area. It don't need a genius to do that. It does not need a genius to do that. And anyone on this room right now, they can follow that trade, because we can see it. So right now, if I want to reverse the CL, this area here, I will not invest a dime in it. I will not put $1 in it. Why? Because 90%, if you are taking this market from here, folks, your chances is 9 out of 10 you're going to lose, because there is no direction here. There is no sense in here. You cannot follow MACDs and ATRs following the market, and you want to trade the future. You cannot have an indicator following the market based on the past, and you want to trade the future. This is not, it's not going to happen. Not today and not tomorrow. And that's what you hear. I've been trading for 5 years, no luck. I bought the wrong indicators. No, you did not buy the wrong indicators. Maybe they are wrong indicators, but because your principle in the trading is wrong. You're following the market. You should not purchase anything following the market. You should predict the market. This is a wrong teaching. And then when you don't nail it, they say you didn't go by the rules. There is no rules in this business. There is no rules. Market don't care about your rules, don't care about your fibs, don't care about my reversals, don't care about your auto trade. There is no rules in this business. Every day, it's like when you are meeting a new woman. Now you are going in a wild, chase all day long. And you cannot go with rules, because you have to break the rules sometimes. So right now on the CL, folks, the only entry I will take is the 7106 short. And if this 7106 is not going to come to me, so that's okay. I'll keep my money and stay out of trouble. I keep my money and stay out of trouble. You do not have to trade every day. Sometimes I do not trade every day. And sometimes I sit on the side until I see something is telling me, come, there is a nice, juicy steak to chew on. I'm not going to jump in the market for 10 ticks. I'll sit on the side, and I'm not going to have those 10 ticks aggravate the hell out of me. This is, you always have to wait till this market come to you. You cannot just keep chasing the market and let this market runs you. So right now on the CL, here is the story on the CL. And what I will do, you can mark it on your, oh, don't do that. Now Ninja Trader is fixing to collapse all my charts. Okay. I don't know if you have tried that. When you're trying to move a chart from one screen to another, then everything collapses, and then you have to reopen every chart. I normally close it and reopen it again and get it over. So right now, the only trade is available on the CL is 7107. I'm leaning on double resistant. That's mean in order for that guys to take me out of that trade, they need to knock out two lines, and I know my lines. Here's another thing: it's confirmed by floor and fibs. Those are different than this. You see, this is here your zone, your fibs, and here is your floor and fibs. They are confirming those numbers. And now we are coming, you see, we are coming out of the gate, out of this bar, out of this channel. And now it's climbing to that number 70. You can take any short trade from here, 706, 707, 705 if you want to. But we are coming to that trade here, 706 if you want to. And you watch it, folks. You watch it. Market on if you follow on those trades, please be on sim. I'm not responsible for your trade. I'm not getting paid. I'm just sitting here uh, donating 2 hours every day from my work to give some education. So please don't drag me into your war. So, folks, I need to take 5 minutes a break, and we have no trade right now. We have no new signals. You only have the re-entry, but I'm gonna stay with you until we can find a new entry on the system. Be back in 5 minutes. Thank you. There is a new signal on the DAX, entry 11,986, target 16,5, right there. Now it's gone. If we look at the CL, you see nothing is happening here on the CL. It's going to drive any trader crazy right there. So you cannot trade this one here. When I said this market cannot be traded, you cannot trade it until that market comes to the 7106. Then we bang on this one here. Right now, this one here doesn't say anything. It's following by the projection. The projection is 7081. It's not going to get anywhere, followed by the mid-band. I don't want to cover those area here because this is going to cause confusion to the trader. I'm trying this. The hardest part is trying to simplify trading, not complicated trading. So there is a lot of areas that can be traded. I don't want to complicate things. I want it to be, we have some customers, they even refuse to have an update. They sit down all day long waiting on the market to get out of the band with those conditions, and they're taking a trade. You know what? They outtraded every guy say he's clever. And I have seen their trades. As an example here, this is diversion resistant out of band, nail it. Out of band, nail it. Out of band, nail it. So we can simplify the trading. It does not have to be complex. And you know what? I'm a reversal man, and now is doing those years you change a lot, and but I'm a reversal man, and I love reversal. The reason why I like reversal, not because I like reversal. Before the Renko came out, I used to reverse with the range, and the range 8, it is like a standard for all the instruments. Range 8, not 13, not 5, not 4, 8. It works very fine on a CL, ES, Nasdaq, Dow Jones. The 8 is a standard on the range. Then the Renko bar came out a few years ago. Then I switched to the Renko bar. Why I do like the reversal, there is a reason for that. First of all, when you take a trade out of the band, you reverse this market. Doing this, sometimes this market can go sideways. You cannot enter the market. Then also, on top of that, if we notice the condition when it is out of band for 70.97, where we gonna get into this trade when it hits the band? Not here, here. So when you get in the trade, 70.90 gets you out of the band, 70.55. The only time, if you're not trained on it, I do, because I can see the support line, I can nail it on the second bar. But let's say you're not used to that, there's nothing wrong with it. Train it. Once this bar hit this band, I will be nailing it one more time, Or if you want to, because maybe you're scared to do it from here, then let it skip that trade. At least you nailed a very good trade from that area here. Some of the trades, it will be extremely, extremely profitable. Some of them are very small. They come into the mid band and then they go up. As an example, if we want to look at the CL, this is a sell. This is always money in it, whether you are auto trading or manual trading. Those sell reversals, they do not repaint. Again, they do not repaint those. When the market gets out of the band, double resistant, diversion, sell, what else you're waiting on? It is like somebody laying money on the table and you're not getting it, and all of it, double resistant, sell, diversion, out of the band. What you're waiting on? Take that trade, whatever you can grab out of it. This trade here is, I don't like to cover after the band. I mean, after the fact. I do not. I like to predict the market in the future. But what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to show you why a reversal, and we have covered the reversal live on the YouTube to show you how you can. And of course, there is some other details. Look, when it says and, this means your ABCs are over. And then look at this, from top to the bottom is giving you the same indication. That is reversal. And now look, the CL is coming up all the way to the 706 or 707. You can put a reversal short trade on those. This one here. We have not got any new signal yet. Hopefully we're gonna get something very soon, and we will be covering a little bit on the on this CL. Look, it's coming to you. And what is nice about the reversal, even if you fell on the first reversal, first of all, the reversals are very cheap to trade. The risk rewards are perfect. Why? Because if you take the trade short on the 707 or 706, if you like, just you need a couple of 3 ticks above the resistance line. That's all what you need. Even if it falls out of the band, there is another opportunity here at 71.21. But once you nail it, it's gonna keep going down, and it's gonna be a very good trade for today. Better than to make a guess on that bar if it's gonna go up and down. And look, exactly, we are predicting that market, and we know the track on that market. And now we are coming and climbing to the 706 level. But at least you did your homework. Look, 706. There we go. Now we wait on it. Now we wait on it. Don't make you let it scare you. There is a resistance at 71.26 and a resistance on 71.21. This is it. This is it. This is it. It's finished. Now down the hill. Oh, we have a new trade. Look, down the hill. And now we'll keep our eye on it. We have some. Oh, Jesus. Okay. What's going on in here? Oh, ES. Okay. And YM. Okay, a lot of buying. Very good. A lot of buying on those two. The auto trade will exit at 113. I'm dragging it higher. There's a lot of potential on that trade, so I don't need to follow the auto trade. I can override the auto trade. That's why the auto trade will exit at 61.15. I'm taking it a little bit up to see if we can squeeze anything out of that. And the same story on the ES. At the moment, we are on 39,384 ticks based on 1 minute, one contract on the market analyzer. Let's look at the CL. Start losing. Hit the double the resistance out of the band, and now little at the time we're gonna be start dropping on the CL right front of your eye. The problem right now on the YM, this resistant area, we'll see how. Once we break that resistant area, then there is nothing gonna hold the YM. Same thing with the ES is coming that direction, so they're gonna work very fine together. Oh, I didn't have the Nasdaq on today. Okay, the Nasdaq target is 97.25. The CL, we're going down. You see? Start going down. So there is a potential once we break that 7109, there's a good potential to drop to 7086. And then from there, we'll see if we can get it from one side to the other. Okay, let's see. 360 on that trade. Nasdaq, I'm sorry, I just did the new installation. It seems like I forgot to turn it on, or I closed it. I don't know. Nasdaq The target is 96.25, resistance 503.25. Be careful with that. $539 ticks based on the last entry signal. Look at the guy. Look, guys, the CL. Look, it's dropping. Keep your eye on the 7099. If we can cross that, that means there is a good potential all the way down on the CL. It's over with the CL. Okay. We're about to hit the target on the YM. There we go, folks. There we go. Look. This is nice. Yeah? Okay. There we go. That's it. We broke the mid band. That means this market is going. Now the first stop is 70.86. Oh, okay. Changed. Perfect. Okay. We're dropping all the way down to 70.72. Stay on that trade and all the way. Let me find you an exit. Just a second. It is very hard to cover different auto trades, different system, and trying to all instruments. It is really it's very handful. Poo 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 poo. There we go. What is the CL? Okay, there we go. Okay, we have a new. Look. You don't have to take this one. Wait till 70.53, and then you can re-enter long. You keep sitting and banging on that trade day and night once it's out of band. We're about to hit the target on the 1118. Now we are 577 ticks based on the last signal. Target hit on the YM right to the tick. So if we are trading one ES, one NASDAQ, and one Dow Jones based on the last entry, $87, $375, and $255, based on one contract, 1 minute. On the CL, this was a beautiful trade. And now it's going back, the CL. If you are still on a short on the CL, you can exit out of the band somewhere. And if you want to re-enter the market long, try to look for 53 level, 70.53 level. You can follow me on a sim with that. Okay, target hit on the YM. Did it? No, not yet. There is a couple ticks for it. You can see how the when you are using the chart, you always get updates on the target. So you don't have to be aggressive. The system will get aggressive for you. You just follow the numbers and the line. That's all what you have to do. We are 577 based on the last signal entry. We still have a lot of potential. Let me see the NASDAQ. We didn't hit the target on the NASDAQ. It's coming. For that trade, the one who sent, no, it's not tradable here. It's not. I will not bend for the market. The market has to come to you. So, I mean, if you are light-handed, it's fine if you know what you're doing. But if you just want to, I'm not saying to follow rules. There is no rules. But I'll prefer to see that market come in here at 7052 and take a trade on the CL. I don't want to chase this, not for you. There is a projection right now, and it could be the market coming back. We will find out. But the only entry right now I have is buy here and sell here. 7126 sell or 7054 buy. That's the only two options I can see on the CL if you want to reverse in that matter. Okay. A lot of potentials. Good. A lot of buyers. Good. If you notice on the YM, we have these two yellow lines. It's a critical area. And then we hit the target. You know, now, do you need to be more in this trade? I don't know. That's up to you. But you already hit the target, and we are way above this yellow zone where you should be careful. So if you are following the YM, close it. It's finished. Now we are waiting on the ES. It could be the YM go much higher than that because of the ES is a long way from the target. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but it's fair enough based on two contract YM. When the last time you made 1,000 on it? So now we're waiting on Mr. ES here to see. Could be the YM gonna climb much more if this ES. We'll see. I don't know. Look, guys, on the CL. Excuse me. I don't want to sit down and explain the mid band because it's gonna confuse you. But there is a trace in here, but I don't want to cover those. It seems like the market is sinking in, and I'll be sitting at 53 level. I will not budge from the 53 level. I don't want to get into the trade when there is a chop market. I don't want to do that. I will take it from here or here. That's it. Don't bend for it. Okay. All right. On the way down, the Nasdaq, I don't remember the numbers, so I cannot say how much it was, the Nasdaq down. And now on the new signal, the Nasdaq is about to hit the new target. And on the new signal, we have 103 ticks on the Nasdaq, 230. All right. I'm interested to see if this EA is going to hit this target at the 99 level. Okay, look, you have a reversal target hit on the YM. Now you can dismiss your ATM and pull it back if you want to stay on that trade, because the probability this market is coming right there, pull back re-entry. So this call is to the trader. If you want to, you can pull it back. This is what is nice about the ATM. You can control your trade or close it. I mean, how much you want to get more than that? Close it and close the computer and run as fast as you can. You know, because this party now, there is a reversal target hit. We missed one tick on that target on the YM. And now is diving, is coming back here, probably pulling back re-entry. You're going to get in a lot of mess. So sometimes maybe close it and get it over with. You're not going to get anything out of it anymore. As I see it right now, this market is coming back for a re-entry point around 6106. I mean, you have it. Why you want to give up all your profit or close your position in here and then re-enter the market? If you are greedy and aggressive, you can do that by going into the market at 6107. Take one more trade. You can afford to take a risk for one trade for a couple of $100 or $100 because the market is trending today. It's not getting stuck somewhere. To put additional $200, $300 on that trade is very fine. You're happy for what you're getting, get it over with. Right now we are 560 ticks from the last entry signal. It's not from all day long. It's just from the last entry signal. Like the Nasdaq, when we started, it was on short and had many ticks. And now on the new signal, we got the 83 ticks based on one contract. All this market analyzer based on one contract. For the ones has missed the trade, it's not too late. I will give you re-entry point. It says in there 88.25 re-entry on the ES. And if you want to be aggressive, you can take one at 90. I'll tell you when to take it. But it says here on the re-entry, you can take this number. On the YM, it tells you the re-entry is 60.86, and the Nasdaq re-entry is 64.75. So I can pinpoint the re-entry if you missed this trade. It's easy. Look at the CL, folks. Now we got a new line in town right there. You see, this is exactly where the market reversed. You know, I'm covering the pullback, re-entry, covering the reversal, covering. Now there is two options you can do here. You can enter the market at 64, or if you want to be conservative, you can put a buy order at 53. But the market is coming exactly the same area here. So I don't believe in a double bottom, double up. I don't believe in this crap. What about demand? And no. But we need. If you ask me what I will take the 53. I'm a conservative, so I will take buy order at 53 out of the band. I have a double support line here in case worst case scenario. I have also support by the 70-40. So this is much more protected area than this area here at 66. So this is, I'm still determined to go long, reverse this market at 70.53 because I have something to lean on better than this just one line. Here, there is one line only. Here, I have a double support, floor and fibs, and another major support area. So this one here, that trade at 53 is 10 times safer. For the guys trying to re-enter the market on the NASDAQ, this is your lucky day here. You see right there, this is the true average price. And then we'll come into the fib line. The first defense is the minor, and then a re-entry point, and then your measure. This area here is going to be decision point between right there, take a trade. On a sim, take a trade right there. 78.75. On a sim, guys. This is the true average price. At the bottom here, there is a lot of support area. So Look. So this is exactly where the Nasdaq stopped. This is exactly where the Nasdaq stopped. And now it's gonna, if it's gonna go up again, you need to exit at 98.50 and then kiss it goodbye. Or you need to exit at 97.25 and kiss it goodbye. Look at this, baby. Come on. Put some money for those guys. Okay, here is your entry on the ES, not YM. The entry here on the ES. So let's see. Come on, put some money in those guys' pocket. Yeah, very good. Oh shit, we have projection coming. We have a projection coming at 89.25. Oh fuck. Wait, guys. We'll see how this one gonna fold. There is a lot of support area here. Don't let it make you panic. A lot of support area. Yes. This is a re-entry point on the ES. The market is not gonna die. A lot of sales coming out. This is a major support area on the ES for a re-entry. It's not over on the Nasdaq trade, guys. Be careful. Oh, CL. No, we're still on the CL. There's nothing on the CL, so we're gonna stay. This is where the re-entry on the ES. Don't panic. Hold on. There is a lot of sales coming in. Let's see what is the story behind those. There is a lot of people pushing the market down. Why? What's going on? Oh, 12:45. FOMC. Shit. Wait, guys. We have a new entry on the CL cell. Let me see, what is the CL? Uh, I don't like that entry on the CL. I really don't like the sell entry in here on the CL, but we have on the system an entry on the sell at 70, 67. Hmm, we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna wait on the either a new signal or a re-entry pullback. Let's see what will happen to the market. Okay, we're gonna get a new signals. It's over. We're gonna get a new signals. We're about to hit a new signal. The whole market changed. Okay, we got the new signals. YM, uh, an entry. Okay, all new signal. Nasdaq 5525. Target 2825. YM 066. Target 006. And we are waiting on the ES trade. ES hidden immediately this target. The target is 81. There is a lot of sale. And this one here is going to have a problem on the YM. Go to your target. NASDAQ. Also, you have a sale order. And your target is right there, 29. CL. We have a short trade on the CL, but I don't like it because the reversal is at 53 level. So 53 level is right there. I don't know. We'll see what will happen on the CL as well. Now the market is really funny to move. I think it's over, but we will chase those trades and see what happened on those trades. We had a beautiful run this morning, but we cannot keep nailing everything 24/7, that's for sure. Okay. Is the CL gonna go? No. All right. NASDAQ. Let's see. The NASDAQ, we are just three ticks. ES 12, YM 7 ticks. Folks, it's lunchtime. It's not gonna happen anything. If you want to copy those trades, copy them. But I don't see anything gonna happen until 12:45 today. We're gonna extend it a little bit. I'll stay quiet for a few minutes, and we're gonna extend it a few minutes to see how this market. But right now, everything is out of control. We'll. I don't like the way it reads, really. Let's call it off. There is major news coming at 12:45, and we say thank you very much. Thank you for watching us, and whoever made it today before this mess started, you're very welcome. And we'll see you all tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern time for in the same channel. And if you like us, please give us a thumb up. And I don't know. Tomorrow is Thursday. Should be a very good day tomorrow. But you know what? We've stayed a little bit longer on the YM, ES, and NASDAQ. We need to recover from that trade I called, and it did go south. So we'll make it up. ES, you got it. NASDAQ. I mean, this is really messy. ES. And the target is right at 81.25, which is going to be. But there is a lot of problems on the way. So we will continue with this last signal. And the NASDAQ also is going down on the NASDAQ. Your target is now 29, 28, 25, but we have a major support area at 31. So if you are on that NASDAQ trade, take it out 33.50, 33.50 NASDAQ, because now the timing is lunch. So it's not going to get a lot. And this one is going okay. But on the YM, there is a lot of support area here. I doubt it's gonna do the job to the target. I doubt it very much on the YM, nailing it at 008 at the moment. And the ES, we have the target is 81 level, is acceptable, but we have a 81.75. So you cannot be greedy on those trades, guys. You cannot. You just simply cannot. There is a lot of turbulence on the way. Folks, it's been a pleasure serving every one of you. And it's lunchtime. I'm getting hungry. So we'll eat. We'll, we'll see. We'll see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern time. God bless you all and see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.